Welcome to Sholz TV. We're gonna be making some Nigerian puff today. I'm gonna get right into it. So today we're gonna be doing a basic puff, and my number one tip is to know your yeast. So I usually use the Frenchman's Active Dry, but I wasn't able to find any in the store, and the one I have is expired. So I'm going to be using the Rapid Dry. So you can use either or, but I prefer the Active Dry. Check your yeast, make sure it's not expired. Check the temperature that it prefers to be in. Anything higher than what is indicated could kill your yeast. Our next ingredient is going to be some sugar. I'm using 1 1/4 cup of sugar here. We're also going to use some all-purpose flour. I have 2 1/2 cups of flour. And when you're measuring, just make sure that the top of your cups are flat for both your sugar and your flour. And then we have some warm water. Remember, our yeast doesn't want anything over 130 degrees. If not, it's going to kill it. So just make sure that your warm water is less than. And then for flavor, I have pure vanilla extract and some nutmeg. I prefer using freshly grated, but today I don't have any. I'm going to use pre-grated or grounded nutmeg. So all we have to do is just mix all of this together. So this is how I was taught by my mother, who I believe is the puff queen. So the first thing you got to do is just pour your yeast, then pour your sugar. Now go ahead and add your warm water, and then mix all of that together. Once you feel like your sugar is kind of dissolved, go ahead and add your flavor. We're going to add 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Just mix that together. And now we're going to add our flour. Just mix as you pour in. Mix until it combines, and there are no seeds, no nuts, and it's a smooth paste. You can see it smoothing out, and voila! Now look at the consistency. It's loose, it's free, but doesn't drop too quickly. If it's too light, you're gonna have a soaky mess, and if it's too thick, you're not gonna have the best puff. So go ahead and cover that. Make sure it's an airtight container. Put it in a warm place. You can put it in your warm oven, or just keep it in a warm place overnight or for a few hours. And once it doubles, we'll be back. So we are back. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, it looks good. Now you see those bubbles and like those air pockets? That's what you want. That lets you know your yeast is working. So get a coriander or bowl, put some paper towels to drain excess oil, and get some frying spoons. Get a saucepan, a deep one or pot, and fill it up with oil. Be generous, guys. We're deep frying, no shallow frying here. So turn your heat to like medium high for small sizes. One tip is just make sure your hand is wet. Not too wet that you're going to put some water in the hot oil, but wet enough to drop your mix easily. So this is how I put my puff in the hot oil. As you notice, I'm going straight from the resin batter into the oil. I do not deflate. And a lot of people have asked me, how do you get air bubbles in your puff? This is how, guys. So this is another tip. Do not deflate it. Go ahead and fry from the resin position, you can say. There are many methods of dropping your batter into the hot oil. I'm showing a whole nother method here that I don't use often at all, but I see a lot of people do it. You can also do bigger sizes. I prefer the bite size, the small sizes, but if you want, you can do bigger sizes. Just make sure that your heat is on medium or lower so that your internals can cook. Remember, because it's bigger, it's gonna take a little longer for the inside to cook. For smaller ones, they cook pretty fast. So if you want bigger sizes, whatever size you want, just make sure you have the right temperature of oil to fit that size. Again, it's something you get used to the more you do it. Practice makes perfect, like they always say. So if you follow my method, I promise you, you're gonna get wonderful puff puff. So it's time to munch. I just want to show you the internals. I get excited about puff puff, guys. I'm sorry. So these are pretty small, but you can see it's soft. It's not like drenched in oil. Ooh, it is so delicious. You can taste the nutmeg, the vanilla, the flavors is so amazing. Let's check another one out. Wow, just look at that. It is not drenched in oil. Yes, it's fried food, there's some oil, but it's not like soaked in oil. It's gooey on the inside, but you still have some air pockets. So it's lighter than your average puff puff, you could say. Trust me, it is soft and it's not crunchy, just the way puff puff should be. Try my recipe out, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And until next time, bye.